To play the game, you gotta know the language. So you're about to learn the top 10 most common terms used in pickleball. Let's go. The first one is the serve.
Good serve.
Which is often what you'll hear them say after they've missed, whether your serve was good or not. The second shot is the return, right? I'm hitting the serve to this person and they are hitting the ball back to me. That's also called a return.
Dead spot.
Dead spot's not one of the terms you need to know, but it is a term people will say. In fact, it is a good term to know. That's often what people say when they've missed the shot after their return. The next one is the third shot, and this one has a sub-bullet of A and B. Third shot drive and third shot drop. So the third shot is it's the third shot of the rally, right? So I hit the first shot, that's the serve. The return is the second shot, and this right here is the third shot. There's two types of third shots you can hit. Like I said, the third shot drive and the third shot drop. The third shot drive is when you go attempt to hit the ball pretty hard like you're Roger Federer or Serena Williams right at their faces. Here we go. Good block.
What a block.
Good block.
What a block.
Block's another term, okay. So the players that hit that third shot drive almost every single time, if not every single time, you heard Tyler say it, they call that a banger.
He's a banger.
Yeah. Now the B portion is the third shot drop. It's one of the most common terms you're gonna hear in pickleball. Again, it's the third shot of the rally. I'm trying to hit the ball into the kitchen, which will allow us time to get up to the kitchen. I have a whole video about that at the link below. There you go. It's like this, boom. I drop it into the kitchen, we come up, and we play the point. The next one is a term called dinking, dink. Say that 4 times fast. Ding, 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 ding. That was 5 times. And often when you watch pickleball, you'll turn to the person next to you and you'll be like, why is everybody hitting the ball so softly all the time when they're around this net area? Well, the term for that shot, that soft shot, is called a dink. Now, as the great comedian once said, don't donk your dinks.
You're donking your dinks. When you're dinking, you can't be donking. That's you, you're donking your dinks.
Donking your dinks would be when you put the ball high. And it's part of the reason that people do dink the ball is because if you hit something hard at the wrong time or you hit something high at the wrong time, this often happens. Ah! So sometimes when you're at courts or maybe you're at a tournament just hanging around, you oftentimes have somebody just walk over to you out of nowhere and say,
hey, you want a dink?
That's an okay term for them to say. They just want to dink with you. It's okay. Quick interruption. If you're watching this video, I made something specifically for you. It's a 10 video series, 10 mistakes beginners make, delivered to your inbox or email inbox, 1 video a day for 10 straight days. Go to the description below, click the link, enter your email, and you'll start getting videos. All right, back to the video. Now the next one is called a speed up. So when you're dinking, you're typically looking for an opportunity where you can take the ball from going slow to going fast. And the moment you change from that slow to that fast shot, that's what a speed up is. It can come off of the bounce, or it can also come off the air. So the next one is the kitchen. If you're newer to the game, you might be wondering, why are these guys hanging out behind this line? Well, the founders of the game didn't want us to be able to smash balls close to the net because it would just make the game truly pretty unfair. So you can't hit the ball out of the air unless you're behind this kitchen line. Part of the reason that we dink is we can't take the ball out of the air if we're inside of the kitchen. So if I step in here, I have to let the ball bounce before I hit it, right? So I'm leaning, and when I do find an opportunity that I can lean in over the kitchen, that's okay, and poke one out of the air, that's called a speed up. Anytime you notice that somebody is donking their dinks, you should speed it up. So in closing, this is called the kitchen. If you step in the kitchen, that's a football. If someone you're playing with constantly calls football and you don't have a referee, that's called someone you shouldn't invite to the next game you play. The next one's called a side out. Now, many of you know the rules. If you don't know the rules, I have a whole video that goes over all of the rules. But what a side out is, you're gonna hear this term. After I've had my chance to serve and score points, and then we lost the rally, and then my partner, because we get 2 chances, has his chance for us to serve and score points, and then we've lost the rally. The ball goes over to the other team, and now it's gonna be their opportunity to serve and score points. So Zach is gonna be up at the kitchen line, I am back, and then once we beat them on Tyler's serve and we beat them on Johnny's serve, the ball comes back to us, again called a side out. So the ball comes back to us. Side out just means ball goes to their team, you lost your serve. The next one's called a net chord. Chord is C-O-R-D, not C-H-O-R-D. I used to spell it like a music chord, but I was berated for a long time. I don't want you to be berated. Use the right term. C-O-R-D. Here's what it is. A net chord's when you hit the ball and it grazes off the top of the net and still goes over to your opponent's side. Oh yeah! You should never apologize on net chords. Why? Because net chords happen so much that 50% of the time, you're probably gonna win them, 50% of the time, they're probably gonna win them. But if we always apologize, who are we? I feel bad when I knock into an older woman at the grocery store and she falls down. I turn to her, I help pick her up, and I say, I'm sorry, because I mean it. When I hit a net cord, I've never meant it, because I won the point. The next one's called an Ernie. And the Ernie is named after this guy named Ernie Perry. In fact, Ernie's so legendary that when Ernie does push-ups, he doesn't push up, he pushes the ground down. How cool is that? A guy has a shot named after him. In fact, go to the comments below, and if you ever created a shot that nobody else has hit, what would you call that shot? The Ernie is when you jump through the kitchen, or over the kitchen, or you run around the kitchen to get yourself closer to the net to be able to smash the ball. This is a legal position right here. You can't cross the plane until after you've made contact. That would be a violation, but I can hit the ball closer to the net while I'm standing on the side. Now, be careful. You can't jump off of the line or land on or inside the line. That would be a fault, a violation, a no can do. The next one is called an ATP, AKA around the post. Yes, it's legal. You can hit it around the post. If somebody hits you a dink, remember, don't donk your dinks. If they hit you a dink wide enough for you to hit a shot around the post, you should do that and then celebrate by going out with your friends after play that day. Yeah! If you've watched that video but you don't yet know the rules of doubles pickleball, click this video right here.